You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more.
Hello there. Welcome to the Flash and Blade podcast. We're Flash and Blade live now, aren't we? I'm Siobhan. The needle returns to the start of the track and we'll sing along as before. Let's meet the plucky girl assistants. Well now. Down there. Hello, Retta, in chat. Down there, we have Brian, the Brian.
Hi! How are you? How do I do this again?
Welcome to the space year 2023. Wow.
Are we slowly exploring the farthest edges of the universe now?
No, Luton Airport. Oh, for heaven's sakes.
Have our cars started flying?
If there's an EF5 near you, yes.
Not much of a space here. We're sorry we let you down, past authors.
Yeah. What can we say? Future historians, on the other hand, will know better. Anyway, considering all that's been going on in the news since we were last on, things like the wars...
well, you didn't introduce the doctor.
I haven't got there yet. I know what I'm doing. All right?
Uh-huh.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm waiting for the lightning bolt.
Yeah, right. Okay. Considering everything that's going on in the world with the wars and Brazil's attempt to redo January the 6th today, and all sorts of horrible, terrible things, Brian, I have to ask, are you still American?
Yes, because I have yet to found my basically colony on Mars. I'm working on it.
Well, now, you see, this is a lovely segue. Because please allow me to introduce you all. We're honoured this evening to have, in the top box up there, your one and very only Dr. Sinister. Hello.
Yay!
It's been you making those phone calls to me. What can I say? You see, the thing is, Sinister is at war with Mars.
We know that's what we're depending on. He's going to conquer it, and then I'm going to colonize it.
Right, good. Remember one thing. No taxation without representation. All right?
Tell that to the
It's
guys
going to be hard to collect.
True. Retta, yes, I did. I got it done back for my dad's funeral. I haven't told everybody everything that's been happening. We've got a lot to catch up on. Right. So first things first. Did you both have a lovely Christmas and New Year?
No.
I had a week off from work.
So that's a yes.
Fantastic. It was great. I did nothing, and it's everything I heard it would be.
Oh, dear. And you didn't?
No, my daughter was not very well.
Oh, bless her. How is she now?
Aww.
But I did build this.
I still say you need a King Kong of appropriate size.
Or Duggan.
Very tall.
I'm just
looking at Kong.
I'm just looking at
Wait. Yeah, didn't King Kong and Mecha Kong fight on the Eiffel Tower, or was it just a radio antenna?
Hi, Christian. Stay tuned, Christian. All right, you're coming up shortly. Apologies. There are things I have to remember to do because we haven't been on for a while. So, first things first, then. Feedback. We've had some actual feedback sent in the correct format. As we've said for many a good time now, If you want to send feedback to the Flash and Blade, send it on the back of a packet of Daleks, character options Daleks. So this Christmas, I received these as feedback, and the feedback says, Dear Siobhan, Happy Christmas. Lots of love, Dr. Sinister. So that's good feedback. We like that feedback, don't we? Trixie Beans.
Which Dr. Sinister sent it?
Well, I think there's only
We
one.
know there are multiple clones, so
There's only one alive at one time.
why? That just seems very limiting.
Okay. You haven't seen the chaos that one Dr. Sinister can... I'll send you the plays.
Multiple Sinisters. I mean, come on. This could be a thing.
No. Anyway, the other piece of feedback we've got was from Christian. On the back
Yay.
of some Death to the Daleks, and I have to admit, I want appreciation for the restraint I've shown. I haven't opened either packet of Daleks since I've received them. I can now do that. Anyway, Christian says, Dear the Flashing Blade Live, here are some Daleks. Lots of love, Christian. Thank you, Christian.
Nice feedback.
Yeah, that's the sort of feedback
That's lovely
we like.
feedback. That's the feedback we like.
Yes. Very impressive indeed. More, please, people. The only problem I've got in reality here is I have no idea where I'm going to put them. I've run out of space. I mean, I've got the... I'll see if I can bring it up here, guys, for you. I've got some pictures.
I'm just going to sit here and laugh in Transformer.
How do you laugh in Transformer? Okay. Yeah, that was top. I like that. Ah, dear. In May, in Derby, there is going to be a Hoover's convention, but it's not Hooverville. It is instead a one-off convention celebrating the new adventures, the missing adventures, the Eighth Doctor adventures, and the Past Doctor adventures. So, where are we? Here we are. So it's which one do I like the best? Let's have that one. Yes, these are actually very, very bright. Anyway, boys and girls, like I say, I've run out of room for Daleks. And I still have run out of room for Daleks, yet I'm buying this. This is the Series 10 control room from the Three Doctors. It's to character options scale, as you can see from the picture, and it'll be winging its way to me in £95 time. I'm over the moon. However, I have noticed something very interesting there. I'm sure that these three leave... That's not right. Something's wrong there. See, those three...
By the way, your malware bites is
yeah, it's all right. I've taken it off anyway.
up and running.
There we go. That's yeah, that's on its way to me as well. Again, no idea where I'm going to put it. You see that little that bookcase there, where our DVDs are. I might try and put it on there. However, I think it's going to be so big the cat's going to be very easy to knock it off. So the only other thing I can do is far, far down there in that corner where the darkness normally exists. I might be able to put it down there. So I'm looking forward to that. It's probably the most expensive Doctor Who thing I've ever bought.
You need a case for it.
I don't know how it's going to be sent to me.
IKEA.
Yeah, you need to get a Perspex case for it. Otherwise, A, it'll get covered in dust. B, your cats will destroy it, and you will be upset.
Yeah, you're going to need a Deltoff case.
Okay, we will look into this. Thank you very much. It is advice I will very much look to. Thank you.
Get it in the post, open it, look at it, take photos, put it back in the box, go buy a case.
Right. Okay.
Or buy a case ahead of time.
Well, I don't know quite how big it is yet, so that's when we have to get the measuring tape out. The central column lights up as well, which is nice. Doesn't go up and down, sadly, but you don't need that. Yes,
I know exactly your trouble.
I love the.
I am 2 robots away from having to invade another case and take down my stereo.
Well,
which I don't use now anyway.
In a year's time or so, I'm probably going to be moving. Possibly. We're going to have to... oh, yes. Hello, Thomas. Say hello to Thomas, everybody.
Hello, Thomas.
Hello, Thomas.
With luck, he's forgotten we exist now. But yeah,
we have a question from the audience.
I don't know what. Can we have the thoughts on the Wednesday dance craze on TikTok? Or one? I'm 55 now, and I don't do TikTok.
I know exactly what she's talking about. I do know what she means. And yes, I dance with my hands.
I've seen the Batman one, the Adam West Batman one.
Mm-hmm. I love it. It's just being overdone right now.
Can I point out?
Yes.
That World's Bestest Poet is on TikTok.
Oh, you can indeed.
Yes.
I don't think that microphone's actually the one that's being used. The reason I say that is you got no louder.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Listen,
how to get
I will come up, all right, and we'll sort it out. Okay, I'll do science things because
I'm sorry, I cannot make a tech support house call for this.
I'll do it.
The charges would be astronomical.
I'll do it, Brian. But don't worry, as you're going through Brian, you've got to pay his charge before paying mine. All right, I think that's fair. 10%, mate.
She's subcontracting for me.
Yeah, 10%.
Oh, 20.
Thank you very much.
20. I'm a generous subcontractor.
That's kind. Anyway, bits of bad news, sadly. Right, I think I can't remember, if I'm honest with you, because the past couple of months have been a little bit of a blur. Apart from the usual Christmas blur that everybody suffers from, what day is bins?
Well, we've been gone since Thanksgiving in America, so.
Oh, right. In that case, you guys don't know anything that's been happening.
They don't know. Nobody. Well, they don't know it. We know it, but they don't know it.
Okay. Right. Last year. No, I'm terribly sorry. The year before last, as it is now, in July, I think, my father phoned me to tell me that my mother had died. Now, my family's car crash, and the two sides hate each other. And I didn't quite know where my emotions were with that, because my mother treated me very badly indeed. However, she still brought me up. And then the following day, my father phoned up to say that my brother had died. And I think that knocked the wind out of him. Since then, I've lost 2 cats. Three cats. I do apologise. Neddy, Arthur, and Mosh. And then a best friend died. And then my stepfather died. He's all right, he's an arsehole. But again, strange emotions. Anyway, to bring it almost up to date, in November I had to go over to Jersey, ostensibly because it was my 55th birthday and my sister had arranged for the whole family to go to Jersey to see my father. That wasn't the reason we were going. We were going to say goodbye. And so I got there the Friday. We managed to take him out for a meal with the family at his favourite restaurant on the Saturday. The Sunday he was absolutely exhausted, bless him. And then the Monday night he died. He did an Elvis. He died on the loo. I applause. Applause from my father, please. And then, obviously, 2 weeks later, I had to go back to Jersey for the funeral. Weird things happened there, but in a good way, but I still haven't wrapped my head around them. Anyway, and then in the meantime, and again, I'm not sure I don't think we've mentioned this on the show, we've lost Professor Dave Keep, former contributor to this show back when it was a podcast. He had his own little section along with Lilibet, the Wonder Girl. They met. Dave was trying to put Professor Dave's Ark in Space together, and he was looking for a co-host. And I said, well, why don't you try Elizabeth? She'd sent in some excellent feedback, and I thought, she's perceptive. And they got on really well, and they ended up getting married. And Dave lived over in Florida, just having the time of his life. He really was. He worked hard, but their love is just something else. It really is amazing. And we lost him. And so it's a bit like what happened with my mum and my brother, my dad and one of my best friends. And so I've been knocked for 6 these past couple of months, and my head's still spinning a little bit because there's other stuff as well, which I'm not going to here. And then we have to pay tribute to Simon Hodges. Doctor Who fan, lovely guy, brilliant artist. He did the Radio Times fill-in bits for Chris Thompson's Second Doctor audio series, and they were just superb. He also did some of the covers. That shocked a few people. And we also need to send our love out to Tim Drury, whose brother's in hospital at the moment. So, yeah, 2023 starting off like 2022. So, yeah, that's cheerful. What do you think of the new Doctor Who trailer? Spoilers, by the way.
What?
The new Doctor Who... The new Doctor... Oh, I'll slap you. The new Doctor Who trailers.
Okay, fine. Great.
Okay.
Bring back Donna because they did her dirty in the beginning.
Andrew?
Is this working now?
That sounds
Yes.
like it is, yes.
Excellent. I would just say the word beep.
Meep, meep. Or meep, meep. I'm going to have to get hold of a recording of Beep the Meep song. Big Finish did do it. And it's cute as hell if you're a psychopath. We're not going to explain Beep the Meep to you, not yet.
It's okay.
I know you'll probably find out online, but...
I mean, I could Google it right now, but I
of course
won't.
you could. But it's... yeah, I'm starting to put 2 and 2 together with what's going on with the 14th Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
I am. Because the DWM comic strip is a direct continuation from Power of the Doctor. All canon and authorised. And there's things happening in that are starting to make me think, right, this is what they're doing, and it's going to lead into the first of the specials next year. Which is quite an honour for the comic strip, to be fair. I mean, Russell T Davies did give them the option to regenerate Paul McGann into Christopher Eccleston. And in the end, they turned it down. They said, no, actually, we're not going to do it. Don't think we could do it justice or something. So, I don't know. Fair dues. Yeah, trailer looks interesting. I think that's right. And like you say, we're hoping something good happens for Donna, to be honest with you. We are. Now then, I will come to you over this in a second, Brian, but I thought I'd let Andrew get a word in edgeways. In that, what do you make of the new Doctor's costume, the 15th Doctor's costume?
Bloody love it. I think it's amazing. Really like it. Stylish. I'd wear it.
Right then, with that glowing recommendation in mind, keep that in mind, Brian, what do you make of Ncuti Gatwa's costume? Hello, Brian.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, hi. What do you make of Ncuti Gatwa's costume?
I think it's a horrible abomination.
So there we go, boys and girls.
It's like a symphony of suck in brown.
Retta is agreeing with you in chat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Christian on the other hand,
the plaids don't go together, which you would expect, but
how many times since we've known each other have I ever been wrong?
Well, it was the Noonan's Day of the Dalek quiz you didn't do too well at. What did you
I just think it's horrible. If you look at the plaids are running opposite of each other.
I don't understand.
You have some going left to right, and you have some going up and down, and that just clashes in general. The pants do not go with the jacket. And if you notice from starting with Eccleston, all the clothing has been actually very fashionable and very well put together. Even the velour that Capaldi wore. So this is way out on the hairy edge.
It reminds me of a carnival fair man. A carny. All you need is the hat.
I was going to go with another C word, but okay.
Right, okay.
Starts with a C, goes with an L, goes with an O, W, N.
Colonoscopy.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Okay. Either that or old-time music hall comic.
Vaudeville.
That sort of thing, yes.
No, because even their clothes didn't clash as loudly as this does. The patterns simply don't work together. It hurts my eyes.
Did we ever ask your opinion on the Sixth Doctor's costume?
That's okay because I understood the Sixth Doctor's costume. It looked a lot more like a children's show than the Doctor, and that's what they were going for because ostensibly the powers that be at the time were trying to kill the show.
Go on.
So I understood that. I accepted that. This is trying to do a whole new interaction, a whole new iteration. It's trying to be taken a little seriously, but still have the fun and stuff. I don't get this outfit. This outfit is horrible.
Okay. No one can say he hasn't argued his case.
But the Doctor's never had particularly good taste in clothing.
12th Doctor.
Eccleston. He had great taste in clothing.
There was no taste necessary for that.
That's your exception that proves
Tenant
my rule.
1. Tenant 1 was incredibly fashionable. Ask Dominic.
The problem was it wasn't in purple. Yes, love to Dominic as well. Oh, by the way, I've been clutching my lapels recently. There's a chance, just a chance, that I may have peaked and I might be on the downwards part of the hill now. I wasn't very impressed with what I did. Now, the director loves it, but I'm not so certain. We'll have to wait and see. But, yes.
He's adjusting the controls of the bidet.
He's doing something. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. The bidet, he's got to adjust the stream.
My God, he's not in the hot tub. That was an option.
We are on Twitch.
And that's true. And apparently, see, I can't change the titles of this. My Streamlabs streaming software is fucked up somewhere down the line, and I can't change the titles of every stream. It's forever going to be the Flashing Blade Live 140.
Unless I'm streaming it, then it'll be the appropriate number.
Yeah, but you say you keep forgetting.
And you can tell that. So play the home game who's streaming it.
But every time I asked if you'd stream it, you said, no, I haven't got the settings or anything. And mumbled.
Well, I don't have the information.
What other news has there been? New companion. Oh, Dr. Sinister, yes.
Carry on.
New companion. Millie Gibson.
She looks very nice.
Ruby Tuesday. No. Ruby Friday?
Sunday.
Sunday, right.
Ruby Tuesday is a restaurant.
I know, I'm getting really confused with this. A bit of a Rose clone, if you ask me. But we shall see.
Kid's 17. Give her a break.
Oh, God, yes.
She's very Disney friendly.
Should prove very interesting, I think. I'm very much looking forward to this year. There's a lot of stuff happening that we still don't know about. We do know that Big Finish are doing a thing this year, featuring all the Doctors, telling one long story, individual story per Doctor. I should imagine there'll be a bit of an anniversary get-together, knees up in Big Finish at the end of it all as well. And who is this?
Well, he doesn't really have a name.
Oh, Andrew. If you'd like to name...
Have you asked him?
The name he came with, but you said that name was silly.
I can't remember what the name was.
No.
I want to call it Colin.
You can call him Colin. Just realised his eyes swivel.
There we go. That's tonight's T-shirt quote, boys and girls. I just realised his eyes swivel. Ah, dear. Yeah, it's gonna be fascinating as to what's coming up. Gosh, we've done a lot of talking. There's been a lot of news to fill in, hasn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Andrew.
Chris Boucher died.
Yes, he did. That's a sad, sad thing. The last writer from the 60s and 70s has died, Chris Boucher. Responsible for Robots of Death, for Face of Evil, introducing Leela.
Blake Seven.
Script edited Blake Seven and wrote some of its best episodes, and of course created Star Cops. Yeah. So that's another one gone. I'm getting old. That's what it feels like. Anyway, well, we're going to try and do what we came here for, though I suspect this is going to go horrifically wrong. And now, from the worlds of BBC Television's Doctor Who, it's Doctor Who. Well, all hell's broken loose in the ship. Oh dear, everybody's unconscious. The machinery's a bit skew-whiff, and it's very dark. And, you see, at the end, when they left Skaro, there was a bit of an explosion-y thing, and they all fell on the floor. And so Ian, Barbara wakes up first. She sees Susan, who's acting very strangely. Ian eventually wakes up, but he's thinks he's still in Coal Hill at one point. And then the Doctor finally comes to his senses. And look, we watched Edge of Destruction. Again. Because Spanky.
Who's not here?
Who's not here. By the way, Spanky sends his regards. If he could be here, he would be. Things, real life comes first.
Life.
Yeah, exactly. So, I'm going to turn to El Doctoro Misterioso. No, wrong one. Sorry, Sinisterio. And say, what did you make of Edge of Destruction?
What did I say last time we watched it?
You loved it, every single look at it, including the spring. Might be lying. Had two different directors.
I mean, there's a bit where they show a melting clock, and it's not really obvious what the problem is because the shot's so badly composed. I couldn't really work it out. I mean, what else? What is there to say that hasn't been said about Edge of Destruction? It's the episode. It's the story where they finally come together to become a crew, and from that point on, it's all happy holidays. After all that, up until this point, they've all been a bit leery with each other, and the Doctor's been a bit of a turd. And now he's going to be less of a turd.
He does mellow as the series goes on, but he's still season one. I've been trying to capture the season one Hartnell recently. That's where I was having my trouble. It's a different performance. I know you'll probably think, no, it's not, but it is. Bill was very, very, very clever. Talking about which, it's Bill's birthday today. Happy birthday, William Hartnell.
Happy birthday, Bill.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Thanks for giving me something. I wonder what we'd have done without Bill Hartnell.
Very badly, I suspect.
Because he was a bit of a show's champion. Anyway, Brian, Edge of Destruction?
Yes, please see the last episode we did on Edge of Destruction. There's my reference.
Okay. Oh, it's the moon in the sky. Hello,
Overall, I'm not a big fan of black and white. I'm sorry.
Oh, well. You'll be very, very happy about next week's story.
Are we going to regenerate into color?
We are. Edge of Destruction. I really enjoy it. I can see the problems with it. It's a very weird beast. Very strange beast indeed. But anyway, we've got not much to say about it. Like I say, if Spanky was here, he hadn't seen it before, which is why we were doing it. But there we go. So, there's no there's no bog, there's no big finish. They actually...
Cat's ass.
She robot, Brian.
Megatron. Actually, technically, it's a knockoff Megatron.
When you ordered Megatron from Wish, you mean?
No, I got this one because it was larger than the Hasbro version that came out with Transformers Siege of Cybertron. So this is a BPF oversized KO.
What does he turn into?
A tank.
Oh, I was hoping for
all Megatrons since 1980, the 1980 version, have turned into tanks because God knows we can't give guns to the kids. Even in America.
I hate to say this. Aren't tanks basically a mobile platform for a gun? Okay, look, I'm just pointing it out. Asking for information, that's all. Hello,
it's
Socks.
A secret!
That's my little Socks. He looks just like my little bandit that I had years ago. Right then, I keep reminding him, and I don't think he appreciates it. So, no big finish. I've been able to rest and relax. There was a Kate Orman audiobook, or enhanced audiobook, whatever the hell they call it, released. But it got released on Thursday, and it was too long to listen to before today. Again, real life. We might hopefully get a chance to... Hopefully I'll get a chance to listen to it this week. I don't know what's coming out this week, so I have no idea what else we're going to be looking at next weekend. Two Fan Dinosaurs is back. We did Warriors Gate, parts 1 and 2 this Friday, gone. And episodes 3 and 4 will be next Friday. Who knew? There was something I was going to mention, and you know what? Now I've come to talk about it, I can't remember what the fuck it was. That's what I was going to say. So, in lieu of Big Finish, we're going to talk World of Warcraft Ascension. I'm trying to get Andrew involved, so I don't think he's going to, even though it's a free game.
Yeah, free. How many hundreds have we shot down on this thing already?
Well, I'm sorry. That's got nothing to do with me or the game.
Oh,
you chose to spend
it
your
does
money.
not have anything to do with you.
You
The
chose to spend
instigator,
your money.
The patient zero, as it were, of the infection that is currently WoW in my home and country. Hey, why don't you guys come join us in WoW? Are you sure you want us to do that? Yes. Yeah, please. It'd be more fun.
Well, I don't like playing games on my own. I like multiplayer games, you know? I like the social side of things. That's why I always go into voice chat.
We told you weren't prepared for us.
They're a little bit more hardcore than I am. But not
We're
as
not hardcore. We're actually very casual.
Which means I'm not sure what I am.
You're a 10-day free subscription person.
Okay, that's a good way of putting it, quite frankly. Thank you, Retta. Love you too. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We've worked hard-ish. We've spent money.
Far too much.
Let's put it this way. I can now run around the world as a Murloc. Wearing a giant rubber Murloc suit with a zip down the back. It doesn't get better than that. Oh, Christian's got a new laptop.
WoW Ascension, Christian.
Yes, it's free. It's essentially World of Warcraft.
Asterix.
All the classes are unlocked, so you can pick and choose whatever you like. It's very good. So
It's
anyway,
fun.
we've been working hard.
It's a hell of a lot of fun.
Well, they've been working hard. I'll admit it, I've been leeching. I've been doing heroic dungeons for quite some time now, even though I'm not really geared for it. Simply so that I could get the gear, because I'm a DPS or damage per second build, rather than a tank who needs to get the proper gear for a heroic, or a healer who also has to really have the proper gear. But DPS, I've been... You have not been dragging me kicking and screaming.
Much.
So I'm able to just sort of jump in at the back end and just do what I can. Oddly enough, this strategy has not worked because I haven't received a single bloody piece of equipment I can use. Yeah.
You're now 121, Retta? Yeah, she's better than I am now. And I'm the tank.
Yeah,
That's okay. She plays the healer. She keeps my dumb ass alive when I run up to something and insult its mother.
Yes, that's very true. Last Friday just gone, we did a raid. God. First one we've done in years. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I've done plenty of raids in Star Wars The Old Republic. In fact, I was the guild tank. So I know my way around a situation. But obviously, each raid is different. And this is World of Warcraft. I'm playing DPS, so I've got to learn the raid mechanics before going into it. The last time I properly played World of Warcraft 10 years ago? Maybe longer? What about you, Brian?
I went cold turkey from World of Warcraft in 2009, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
It's oddly specific. Okay.
It's one of the... I had my chips, okay? I had 12 years. 12-year chips. They're gone now, thanks to you.
This isn't proper World of Warcraft, though.
I was going to get my 13-year
It's
chip.
free.
It doesn't. It's the same thing.
All right. So we did a raid, and we did all right. To be fair, we did all right. Bloody killed us all, though.
The raid started at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
3 a.m. here.
It ended at midnight Eastern Standard Time.
5 a.m. here.
At which point they were going to go and do another raid.
You said this was a European server. Oh, dear me. Oh, Garden Gate. Thank you, Andrew. You've been very quiet tonight, love.
Are you okay, Doctor?
Physician, heal thyself. Oh, all right then.
The one, two.
Okay.
Do you have a fever and it calls for more cowbell?
No, hate the cowbell.
No idea. Yes, Christian. Like I say, this is free unless you choose to spend money on items in game.
And you will.
But the game itself is completely free. And let us know if you do, because I've got a thing that will help you level a lot quicker. And also you can come and join us on the Discord. I was going to do a thing. Say a thing. Garden Gate.
Garden Gate.
I have some news. I have news. I'm not going to play catch up with everything that's gone on. Just watch previous Flashing Blade lives just to hear the ongoing sagas, because it's been ridiculous. However, this Tuesday, people are coming to my flat, and they are replacing my front door and my back door, and apparently a window, which, I'm going to be honest with you, surprises me. I wasn't expecting a window to be replaced. I'm a bit concerned about that. Thank you, Christian. Because I don't want to lose the cat flap. I've made it very clear about that.
That makes you cold.
Well, that's because
You're always complaining about it.
That's because it hasn't got a door.
Yeah, you don't buy a heat. You have a hole in your door.
Yeah, but that's because the flap got broken off by a stray cat.
Live in a cave.
The cats can deal with it.
No, they can't. Anyway, it's the little dog I'm more thinking about. I'd rather she had access to the garden. So, Anyway, so that's coming. No, love, I don't have heat. I tell a lie. It got very, very cold towards the end of last year, and I bought myself a little fan heater thing, which I have to admit I love. But I don't use it very often. I just got used to it. So, yeah. I'll let you know how that goes.
Are you doing the thing like they did in Miracle Day? With Jack's old boyfriend who, cooled his body and did all that?
I see what you mean. Am I going into cryogenics?
Yeah.
I'd leave that really to Dr. Sinister, though I suspect I might be the subject of an unwilling experiment, if I'm honest with you.
I never finished Miracle Day.
I did.
I thought it was utter shite.
There was a couple of episodes that were very hard to watch, and I don't mean because they were bad. They were anything but bad.
I got to episode 4.
It was the depiction of humanity I didn't like. A very truthful one, but still. Yes, I'll let you know how that goes, because then after that, all I'm going to need is the platform fitted, and then I can use my garden and the whole thing's over. I guarantee you I won't have a cat flap. So basically what they're doing with my doors and everything is they're smoothing things out so I don't have a step, and when I have to use the wheelchair, there's no ramps involved. It's all smooth. And it's the same for the garden as well. I can just go out there.
Be very careful what you wish for.
I do have a wheelchair. And when I'm ill...
Ramps lead to Daleks.
Well, I do...
Everybody knows Daleks can't go upstairs.
I do have the Mark 1 travel machine. It even has a clam. I went out and bought a clam especially. Yeah, if I get as ill as I was a couple of years ago, if you remember that, Brian. Well, apparently I turned into black and white. Yeah, I won't. The trouble I had with the wheelchairs is lifting the ramps, getting the ramps in place. So I won't have to worry about that now. I can just smooth in and out, which will be nice. I can handle Daleks, don't worry. I can.
You have paintball gun for the eye stalks?
Their vision is not impaired. I'm sorry. It's one of those things. So, yeah. We'll let you know more about World of Warcraft Ascension. We're in Area 52, the server. It is free to play. And like I say, the class system's completely unlocked, so you can pick and choose from anything, anywhere. Though they do have a section of builds that you can choose to follow, which they'll do it automatically for you. It's, yeah, a lot of fun. Hell of a lot of fun. It's World of Warcraft like I remember it, except obviously for the unlocking of the classes. Yeah, this is my period of World of Warcraft, Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King. So, I mean, I played vanilla as well, obviously, but I only got to higher levels once the expansions came out because I was slow. You probably realise that. We'll let you know what happens with World of Warcraft, but, feel free to join us. Okay. Did you two watch Space Above and Beyond?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're now going to talk about space, above and beyond. Off you go, boys. Go on.
Well, I'm kind of upset Spanky's not here because we had double West.
I know, right? 2 Wests.
Yeah, 2 for the price of 1.
However,
So
I did like West 2.
Younger brother turns up, and West doesn't want younger West to get into trouble, but younger West is like, I need to go and get in the shit, man, because he's like, he's kind of like that.
He didn't want to be in Big Brother's shadow all the time, and, well, he was doing
Correct.
exactly the same thing as Big Brother did.
And they go off to the same mission, because of course they do. And basically, spoiler alert, only one West makes it back.
Oh, no. Which
Yeah,
one?
the commanding officer of West 2's
He's a prick.
unit, he's a glory hound.
He is.
He deliberately goes off mission.
Yeah.
It's a trap.
They're
Everybody in the
told
platoon
not to-
dies,
They're
except for him.
expressly told not to initiate combat with the Chigs. They're supposed to observe, and he's like, "We can go and blow up that big aerial thing." So they go and blow up the big aerial thing, but it's not a big aerial thing. It's a fake big aerial thing.
It's a trap.
Trap.
Trap. So, yeah. Lil West dies.
Was it so
I mean-
sad?
The moment young West turned up, you just know he's not going to survive past this episode.
Yeah. There was immediately animosity between the two.
They might as well have called the episode "Younger Brother Dies" at the end.
They telegraphed it that badly.
It was like the word cliche is a cliche in this circumstance.
Yeah.
So that's why we like Space Above and Beyond.
It's very predictable.
It's not the sort of show you watch if you no, sorry. It's the sort of show you watch if you worried about surprises or shocks, because there aren't any.
Well, there's still one big shock coming.
It
Yeah.
ends. And they weren't expecting that. To be fair. How many episodes you got left?
I don't know.
10?
Something like that. A
Still got
lot.
some. That's good. That's good. This works out well. Did you enjoy this episode?
what it was,
I mean,
yeah.
every time they arrive on a planet, it seems to be in the pitch black, and you can't see what the hell's going on.
That's because they're all filmed in the desert of California. It's like when Stargate goes to a new planet. Somehow it always looks like Vancouver.
Like Canada, yeah.
Yeah,
Wasn't there one which had
it's
blue
always
sand?
Canada.
It's like Doctor Who. Every planet looks like a quarry.
To the point they actually make a joke about it in The Hand of Fear.
Yeah.
They land in the quarry and think they're in an alien planet. Hello, Socks.
Did you have a question? Sorry, what was your question just now?
Oh, me.
Yeah.
I've no idea.
Okay. Let's just say no.
Okay, yeah, good. I like that. I should have done a proper unboxing video, shouldn't I? I'm not going to, because you've all seen Daleks before. I'm looking forward to undoing those. It's just, where the hell am I going to put them?
In my house.
No. These are my Daleks, mine. Right, I'm looking after them on behalf of the Flashing Blade. But Siobhan, you are the Flashing Blade. Oh, am I? Right, okay. Possibly.
I'm the Senate.
Something. Dark side. Good. Right. Well, we're gonna have to move on. God, we're rampaging through, aren't we? The first David Callan is following a blokey chap. He's with the new boy, and no, I don't mean Noonan. I mean Cross, played by Patrick Moore, TV's Target. It's different to Taggart. It's a whole different thing because with Taggart, it's a mother. Yeah, unfortunately, it goes wrong. Cross is too inexperienced and ends up killing a civilian. Unfortunately, Callan is seen as a witness to this and has to go to court for the inquest. And there, of course, there are different stories being told, and then the question of the man's life insurance comes into it, because the question that they were going to go with the whole thing, he committed suicide, but if he does that, there's a strict self-destruction clause in the insurance policy, which means no money gets paid out, and the widow's going to be in dire straits. Of course, this is a brilliant moral quandary for Callan. It's the sort of thing they do really well. Andrew?
Yes, I'm glad you just gave a recap of that episode.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
I like this episode. I'm upset that Cross didn't get disciplined a bit more. However, I think in real life, given the nature of the agency that they work for, that this would have been resolved behind closed doors, very much so. Because I think this kind of thing actually happens.
It must do at some stage.
Yeah.
It must do.
But obviously, Callan gets very upset that he is being asked to compromise himself, and he's basically being told to lie.
To lie on the stand, yeah.
I think the coroner comes around his house at one point, doesn't he? If I remember rightly.
I think it might have been a policeman. The policeman.
Somebody does, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I just found it slightly unrealistic in that I firmly believe that this would have been sorted out very, very quickly. And the Secret Service or whoever the frig they're working for would have basically quoted some abstract law or something and would have got somebody, and it would have all disappeared. I know that's no help to the widow. She would have got paid out.
Oh, would she?
100%. 100%. she would have got paid out. Anyone concerned in this kind of situation in real life would be paid out copious amounts of money and told never to speak of it again. Official Secrets Act, all that kind of thing. I 100% guarantee it.
Right. So, if something happens to me, if something happens to you, I can expect to be rich.
To me,
Yeah, you're an important person. The section
only in
will
my
want to
own
cover
mind.
up your death.
I'm only important in my own mind.
But what a landscape!
It's incredible in here, you know.
Right.
These cast of thousands.
I share. It's not the same mind, but it works along similar lines, which is disturbing. Right. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, better in colour.
It is, and we are. This is episode 2 of series 3 of Callan. Remember, all these are on YouTube to watch for free.
Yeah, that's where I'm watching.
I still can't find my disc 1, my box set of the first 2 series, the black and white series. I've been looking everywhere for it. There's only one place I can get it. Could be, but I need the cleaner to get down there. I have a cleaner now as well, which is great.
You've got stuff.
I have stuff. Don't kill them, Brian.
I'm just saying, don't let them near the mirrors. That's all. It's really a simple thing.
He made me come up with a biography for all my stuff for Captain Mummerset. She was I can't remember what, she was a title lady, and so she had staff, and so I just went for the entire below stairs cast of upstairs downstairs. Did that, wrote up all their biogs for him. Very next session, he killed them all.
Oh, well, I mean,
No.
you should have
I
noticed
didn't
in the
kill
trap.
them
Yes,
all.
you did.
No,
If
your
you-
mirror
if you didn't
doppelganger
see that-
who was evil killed them all.
If you didn't see that trap
Bad hair,
from like
terrible
100
hair.
miles away,
Well, he said,
Spelljam is going to be so interesting. I'm tempted to bring back the problem with opening doors. I know it's a different game and a different character, but I did love that. Every time I pushed open the door,
doors are a
Exploded on me.
party's number one nemesis.
I kept breaking them.
Oh, and not to worry, what the current trauma that's going on in the Dungeons and Dragons community about
yes.
the
I
OGL,
wanted to talk about this, didn't
that
I?
has absolutely nothing to do with us because we don't use Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, that was it.
Yeah, we use Savage Worlds. We're fine. We're good. Everything's good here.
I need background information, please, to process this in
Okay,
news.
D&D is owned by Wizards of the Coast.
It's Double Diamond, for those who don't know.
And the new CEO of Wizards of the Coast came over from Xbox. And she feels that Dungeons and Dragons is under-monetized.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you see where this is going, right?
Oh, very dear.
So they've come out with a new version of the OGL, Open Gaming License.
Let me guess. In order to play Dungeons and Dragons, you need an always-on internet connection.
Almost. What's going on with it is they've come out with this new OGL. They've tried to get rid of the old OGL, which apparently several lawyers and the former vice president of Wizards of the Coast says, no, you can't do that. It doesn't go away. So any third-party
OGL?
company...
What's an OGL?
Open Gaming License. It allows third-party companies to put out their stuff for D&D or use it what's called an SRD. It's a rules light version of D&D for their games. Things gamers might notice, like Knights of the Old Republic, are made using the OGL that was just revoked, which is going to be really interesting if Wizards tries to take it over
What about
from Disney.
What about Star Wars: The Old Republic?
I don't believe that used
Because I mean that's
D&D stats or D&D rules.
Same company to using similar storylines and whatever.
I don't believe that was used or created during the time that Wizards held the license for the for the Star Wars RPG.
So now every time you want to play a D&D game, does everybody playing have to make a phone call and verify that they own the game?
Even worse than that, companies that make $50,000 or more a year, they have to tell Wizards a complete financial breakdown, where they're getting the money, how much they're making, et cetera, et cetera. Companies that make $750,000 a year have to pay a royalty to Wizards for the use of D&D properties. At which time, Wizards of the Coast, at any point in time, they own whatever you make. So if you, Dr. Sinister, went out and made a D&D supplement, Wizards could potentially say, we own this, cancel your license, cut you out, you'll not get any money from it at all, and there's nothing you can do about it.
So I think I'll go and develop for another game then.
Creators like Matt Mercer should be looking at this very skeptically, because he's put out several books on his Exandria setting for Critical Role. Yeah, it's bad. Wizards can just go, nope, we own Exandria now. It's not yours. You get no money, no recourse.
Christian says it's fucking shit.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's complete bullshit. It is horrible. It will not stand up in court. It's going to go to court. But the thing is,
the players themselves, if they've got any sense, they'll pick and choose whatever the hell they want.
Oh yeah, I have since decided that I am going to no longer be buying official D&D stuff or services like D&D Beyond or any of the books or anything like that. I'm only going to be going with third parties items.
Fair enough.
As a business, they listen more to your wallet. Use that power.
Fair enough. Well, there we go.
That
was very good. Well done, Brian.
Oh, thank you. This has been going all nuts online for like the last 2 weeks. It's crazy.
Are we looking at new CEO?
My little boy's growing up.
Hopefully soon.
Aww. Do you know what we're doing next week then?
I know what we're doing next week.
What are we doing next week?
Breathing.
Overrated, in my opinion.
I know what we're doing next week.
Pumping blood around our various systems.
You forgot the important one. Pooping.
Yes, very much so.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so.
Yeah. All right, look, I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to specify a little bit, be a bit more specific. Would you like to know what we're going to be looking at for the Flashing Blade next Sunday?
No.
Yeah. Do you think we actually watch this stuff?
God help me.
Yes. Reddit is starting the second job rating.
Oh, God. Some people, they've got terrible addictive personalities, she says, looking around at all her Daleks and police boxes. Yes.
Okay, Pied Piper.
I didn't force you to spend that money. You chose to.
Mm-hmm. Come, join us our little game. It's free.
I just wanted a bit of company. That was all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We warned you.
Yes, you did. I wasn't expecting it, though, I've got to admit.
We warned you. You should have listened.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Oh, well, we live and learn. That's fair. Next Sunday on The Flashing Blade, we will be looking at the John Pertwee story, The Mutants.
Ooh, I like that one.
God, I thought you were going to say
Season
Time
9.
Monster.
No, I wouldn't be that cruel. Not without a reason. Well, I would be, but it's not. I want to look at the mutants again. So
Jeffrey Palmer's in the Mutants.
Jeffrey Palmer is indeed in the mutants.
It's a good story.
Not for long.
We've reviewed it before, but it's a good story.
Again, I'm planning. We've reviewed this before.
Yeah.
Do you know how long the Flashing Blade has been going? And there's only a certain amount of Doctor.
Okay. In this volume, we've reviewed this before.
I wonder if there's stories we haven't looked at.
There are.
There must
The
be.
Horror of Fang Rock.
No, that's
We have
in
not
this
done.
iteration.
And
I'm talking,
Yeah, in this in-
I'm talking about the whole
oh,
whole run of the Flashing
you would have
Blade.
to go back and check the entire Flashing Blade history.
And it is out there. It's on Mixcloud.
I only know of ours.
No, fair enough.
Flashing Blade
All three
history.
versions of the Flashing Blade are available. If you want to listen to the podcasts, they're on Mixcloud. You can choose them there. Hang on, Andrew. Hang on. Then there's the Vidiprog, which can be found under the Flashing Blade YouTube channel. And then there's this thing. I've done too much. Andrew, please.
In the Flashing Blade fanzine,
Yes, there was a Flashing Blade fanzine, A5.
there's an episode guide for the Vidiprog.
This is service. You don't get service like this from other shows. It's... What can I say? You know? So we're looking at the mutants. Bleepity blop 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 bleep bleep bloop 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 bloop.
Yeah, we never did look at the Horror of Fang Rock.
We can look at the Horror of Fang Rock. I'd be happy to look at the Horror of Fang
I
Rock.
I'd like to do that.
we
I
will
like
do
the
that.
Loch Ness Monster.
I'll slap the back of your
Spoiler
legs.
alert. Everybody dies.
And it's not the Loch Ness Monster.
I know.
I know. That's why I was going to slap your legs. We'll do that. Trouble is, it's more of a run-up to Christmas sort of story rather than the bleakness of January. It's you've got to get the timing right sometimes. That's why one of the reasons why.
Which one's the one that's done in Antarctica?
Seeds of Doom.
Seeds of Doom, yeah.
There we go. I know we've done that one, but still. January, February.
We're going to have to start looking at new series stuff. Either that, or we can start doing the missing stuff. The trouble is access. I mean, I've got all the missing adventures, but I don't have the recons. And again, it's listening rather than watching for you guys.
I know we haven't done City of Death.
Have we not?
No. Not this.
Not in this
series.
iteration, yeah.
Yeah, not this iteration.
Do you want to do me a favour? Do me a lemon. You're doing really well at this. Do you want to try and make a list at some stage of the ones you think?
Oh God, no!
Oh.
Come on,
tried.
that's asking a lot. All right.
Right. You just go, oh, hello, somebody else has got a memory. Great, we'll use that.
Come on. Right now, my memory is slowly getting pressed out for WoW facts and rating strategies. This is your fault.
I stayed up till 5 a.m. to raid, but I wasn't getting stressed over it.
This is your fault.
I've
I was
made
hungover
a
Saturday.
deliberate-
I had no fun drinking either.
I've made it my deliberate intention to make this game as silly as possible for myself. I'm doing well so far. Murloc suits. We had possibly one of the funniest ever moments when I jumped off Jess's mount, two-man mount. A parachute opened. I was in my Murloc costume, and then I ended up hanging there. Arms
She
and
has a
legs
parachute
flailing.
cape.
It was madness. Absolute madness.
No. The funniest part was, oh, I forgot this mount can't fly.
That was the same night, yes, where Retta ran off
Same
the cliff.
exact night.
Retta ran off a cliff thinking a mount would fly, and she
Forgetting she was that on
wily
her flying mount.
coyote'd her way all the way down. There was just a little puff
We
of
found her
smoke
at the bottom
from
of the
that.
cliff. I don't know if we've taken any screen pics of it,
Oh,
but
we were laughing too much for that. Anyway, so, we've got a big finish of some kind. More Space Above and Beyond. And episode 3 of Series 2 of Callan. That's next Sunday, like I say, Callan is available to watch free on YouTube. 3.
You
Yes,
said series 2.
Series 3.
Series 3, episode
You
3.
said
Thank you very
series
much.
3.
I apologise, folks. Thank God they're here. God, I never thought I'd miss that. Well,
Oh, Red and Mrs. Colin.
well, Colin's on screen right now.
Well, Colin is coming back next Saturday at 3 p.m. on THACO in the RPG game that you're a part of. He's coming back for more.
I will end you. I will end you. The joy about this one is that, unlike Bibble Thruster, where I was playing a Jedi trying to get her act together, I got no compulsions to killing him now. I can just do it.
I am the Alpha and the Omega.
He enjoys doing that voice far too much. He better fucking not come back. I tell you, I will end you if he comes back.
We'll see. We'll see how the story goes.
Right. At some stage, I can't pop up and see you yet. I need to wait to be paid, which isn't going to be for another fortnight, and then I can pop up and see you and sort your microphone out if you wish me to. That would be nice. I just want to see the family as well. It's I don't want to come. Don't want to come and see you.
Which pieces of the family?
I'm particularly interested in elbows.
Okay.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry, I've been watching too much of The Casual Criminalist. Should I say this on air or not? Fuck it, why not? Simon Whistler, hello, because we know he watches this.
He's as thick as...
Yeah. I don't know if he's thick or if he's just young. Because there's so many gaps in his knowledge. He reads scripts out for different channels, like mega projects, side projects, Into the Shadows. I'm giving him free publicity here. The Casual Criminalist, Brain Blaze.
Laura Graphics is his new one.
More graphics, yep. And he basically has scripts written for him, which he reads out. And on the whole, they're very entertaining and educational. But there's a couple of strands he does, a couple of programs he does, where he doesn't stay on the script. He makes comments and talks. And that's when you realise that his world knowledge isn't as wide as it could be. Which is strange, because he's travelled quite a lot. I think that's the best way of putting it. There are some startling gaps, which you are surprised about. Simon, if you need any help, get in touch. By the way, you need to look at Edward Paynell, the Beast of Jersey, on Casual Criminalists. Right then. I will report back next Sunday about my doors. That'll be fun. And hopefully we'll have Spanky. That would be nice. That, believe it or not, is it. We've been going just over an hour.
It's about right.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Close to an hour and a half, 3 people, half hour a pop.
Yeah, it's
4 people in
we've been going
2
an
hours.
hour and 10 minutes. So
I have an hour and 13.
Start a little bit before 9.
well, there we go. There's your answer. You see now. Remember, home of time here. Home of time. Yeah. Right, so we're buggering off. Short show tonight, but there's no point in sitting here bleating on when we've got nothing to really talk about. I mean, we try doing that for stuff we actually do have something to talk about. So we will see you next week. Don't forget, 2 Fan Dinosaurs on Friday, looking at the last 2 parts of Warriors Gate. THACO Gaming on Saturday night. Different Twitch channel, THACO Gaming. And then The Blade on Sunday. So, you want to say goodbye?
Well, not quite yet, because I'm going to throw up the link to Thaco Gaming into the
fair.
chat.
You do that. Go on. I feel it's only right and proper. There you go, boys and girls. Feel free to watch us making complete arses of ourselves and make Brian cry or cackle maniacally. We'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.
50-50. Bye, folks.
You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more. And life and love and happiness are well worth fighting for. They're well worth fighting for.
There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's John Levine.
Space goat! Is a goat in space. Do you see space goat? Goat in, yeah.